I Want Answers is made possible by the Grand River Dam Authority, Rogers State University, the University of Oklahoma, Oklahoma State University, the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, and viewers like you.
The Morris Eagles and the Clayton Bulldogs are here to begin the semifinal round of Season 5 of I Want Answers. Hello everyone and welcome back to Oklahoma's favorite high school academic team game show, I Want Answers. I'm your host, Jeff Gaffin. Well, we begin the semifinal round tonight. We have the Morris Eagles against the Clayton Bulldogs. Are you ready to play teams? Yeah. This is semifinals. Are you ready to play teams? Yeah. Are you ready to play audience? Well, that's good because you know what I want. What do I want? Answers. I want answers. Let's begin. As always, we begin with the speed round.
The speed round consists of individual answer questions worth 10 points each. The first team member to buzz in gets to answer. No conferring between team members is allowed in this round.
All right, let's go going with the speed round. Number 1. Since the passage of the Bill of Rights in 1789, how many amendments have been added to the U.S. Constitution? Clayton, yes.
17.
Correct. What nonprofit program, administered and partly funded by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, was founded in 1902 to better provide better agricultural education for young people? Clayton, yes.
The FFA.
Incorrect. Morris, you do get a chance? Yes, go ahead.
The EPA.
Incorrect. How about the 4-H Club? 4-H. More speed. North America's only subtropical zone is found in what national park? Clayton, yes.
The Everglades.
Correct. American colonists who owned slaves were very fearful of organized resistances, which were called what? Clayton, yes.
Rebellion?
Rebellions will work, revolts or uprisings, any of those will work. Which river flows west through Orleans, Tours, and Nantes before emptying into the Bay of Biscay? Morris, yes.
The Mississippi?
Incorrect. Clayton, you get your chance. Yes, go ahead.
The Missouri River?
Incorrect. How about the Loire in France? France. Many animals experience survival adaptations in which they take on characteristics similar to other organisms. What's the... Morris, yes.
Mimicry.
Correct. Very nice. For what drink did Johann Sebastian Bach name a cantata in 1732? Morris, yes.
Wine?
Incorrect. Clayton? Yes, go ahead.
Scotch.
Incorrect. How about coffee? Starbucks will be happy. The ruins at Chichen Itza, Mexico, are the remains of which Native American... Clayton, yes.
Aztec?
Incorrect. Native American civilization. Morris, for you. Yes, go ahead.
The Incan.
Incorrect. The Mayan. Mayan. And now our first video question of the evening. This will be presented by Mr. Roy Higginbotham with the Grand River Dam Authority.
Name the type of renewable energy source that makes up 19% of the world's electricity generation.
Clayton, yes.
Hydroelectric power.
Correct. Yes, it is. Pennsylvania had the first 2. There have been hundreds since, but never more than 100 at a time. What are they? Morris, yes.
Electors?
Incorrect. Clayton, yes, go ahead.
Centennials?
Incorrect. U.S. Senators. U.S. Senators. What is the current name of the cabinet department that was once called the Department of Health, Education, and Welfare before education gained solo status? You made it in, Clayton. Go ahead.
The Department of Education.
Incorrect. Morris? Yes, go ahead.
The Department of Health?
Incorrect. Department of Health and Human Services was the original name. Moving on. Charles Nagel was the last person to serve in the combined post of Secretary of Commerce and what? Morris, yes.
Treasurer?
Incorrect. Clayton? Go ahead.
State.
Incorrect. Secretary of Labor. What novel described protagonist Robert Kincaid riding into Francesca Johnson's life like, quote, a leopard on the tail of a comet? Sorry, time on that. That would be the novel The Bridges of Madison County. Also a very good movie, by the way. First math question. Remember, you get extra time for these. What is the largest possible area of a rectangle whose perimeter is 80 inches? Clayton, yes.
300 square inches.
Incorrect. Morris. Yes, go ahead.
150 square inches.
Incorrect. 400 square inches, a 20-inch by 20-inch square. Back to speed. It is said that John F. Kennedy could not become president because he was Catholic. What similar personal obstacle did Ronald Reagan need to overcome? Morris, yes.
He was Protestant.
Incorrect. Clayton? Yes, go ahead.
His age.
Incorrect. His divorce. Large canvases of 2 or 3 fuzzy-edged rectangles of color were the hallmark of which abstract painter who died in 1970? Clayton, yes.
Picasso.
Incorrect. Morris? Go ahead.
Warhol.
Incorrect. Mark Rothko. Yeah, I didn't heard of him either. I like both your answers, though. All right. What American institution was founded with funds provided by an Englishman who had never actually visited the United States? Clayton, yes.
Harvard.
Incorrect. Morris? Go ahead.
Yale.
Incorrect. The Smithsonian Institute. Smithsonian. What time is it in London when it's noon in New York? Morris, yes.
5 p.m.
5 p.m. is correct. Which notorious prison island is politically part of the Bronx, but is connected by Clayton, yes.
Alcatraz.
Incorrect. By bridge to Queens. Morris, to you. Go ahead.
Rikers.
Rikers Island is correct. And now our second video question of the evening. This will be presented by Dr. Larry Rice, the president of our very own Rogers State University.
Who commanded the British at the Battle of Bunker Hill?
Morris, yes.
Cornwallis.
Incorrect. Clayton. Go ahead.
Putnam.
Incorrect. General Thomas Gage. And that timer means our first speed round is over. And the score at this point, Morris Eagles with 30 points, the Clayton Bulldogs with 40 points. Still anybody's match, but don't go away. We'll be right back.
The Grand River Dam Authority is Oklahoma's state-owned electric utility, fully funded by revenues from electric and water sales instead of taxes. GRDA electricity touches 75 of 77 counties in the state and serves as an economic development engine for all of Oklahoma. At no cost to taxpayers, GRDA also manages 70,000 surface acres of lakes, including Grand Lake, Lake Hudson, and the W.R. Hallway Reservoir. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity in Oklahoma.
After finishing high school, I immediately got married and started my family. Without a college degree, I found that pretty quickly my options were limited. When I started looking around for a college program for working adults, I quickly found that Rogers State was a great fit. They worked with me to get financial aid, offered classes that fit my busy schedule, and gave me personalized attention that I couldn't get at a larger school. Rogers State definitely started me on my professional career.
At OU, you become
A free thinker.
A trailblazer.
A teammate.
You become relentless.
Artistic.
Passionate.
Innovative.
OU's #1 in the nation in the number of National Merit Scholars enrolled at a public university and is a leading institution for academic excellence and value.
This is OU.
This is OU.
This is OU.
This is OU, the University of Oklahoma.
Welcome back, everyone. As usual, before we enter the second and third rounds, we'd like to get reacquainted with our teams. First up, the Morris Eagles. Welcome back, Eagles.
Hello.
Glad you're here for the, third time now, yes, this season. Very good. Semifinals begins. So please reintroduce yourself, your name, your grade, but also tell us what you want to be when you grow up.
I'm Roger Graham Jr., and I'm a senior, and I was planning to go into engineering.
What specific kind?
I'm not sure yet, but I do know I've kind of looked at electrical. I do like electrical, so.
That's good. Blow things up, hot wire things, right? Is that how that works? Anyway, making more money than me, of course, yes?
I guess.
Yeah, definitely, trust me. All right, glad you're here. How are you?
I'm good.
All right, please reintroduce yourself.
I'm Kinsey Flanagan. I'm a senior, and I think that the medical field is really cool.
Okay.
And another cool thing is that I'm actually playing against my boyfriend today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. We won't say which one it is. Oh, wait. Okay, well, we'll let them figure it out. Okay, is it a long relationship or
Yeah, we're
working
really
on?
serious.
Really serious. Serious? Okay, we'll let them talk. All right, nursing, doctor?
I'm going to be an oncologist.
Oncologist, making good money there. All right, glad you're here. How are you?
Good. I'm Randall Perryman, senior, and I kind of want to be a physicist.
Physicist?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And what about the potatoes on your academic team shirt?
They're just because the only thing I could think of for academic team was we're so random that.
And potatoes are kind of random.
Yeah, just random potato.
French fries, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm excellent.
I'm Anthony Willett. I'm a senior, and I want to be a musician.
Musician specific? Do you want to be a accompanist? Do you want to be a singer?
Just like music scores.
Music scores.
For movies.
Oh, good. Like composer and stuff?
Yeah.
Awesome. We always need more of those. All right. The Morris Eagles. And now, the advantage round. In this round, the teams face off by attempting to answer a speed question. The team that correctly answers then gains the advantage and gets the opportunity to answer 3 advantage questions worth 5 points each. Once the 3 advantage questions are through, it'll go back to speed questions to determine who gets the next advantage. The speed questions can be answered by anyone, but the answers for the advantage questions must come from the team captain. All right, round 2, the advantage round. Are you ready to play? Here we go. In 1917, the British battled which nation's army in the 3 battles of Gaza? Morris, yes.
Palestine?
Incorrect. Clayton? Go ahead.
Persia.
Incorrect. Officially, Turkey. Turkey. Still looking for advantage. Cyrus McCormick invented the mechanical reaper in 1831. The McCormick Harvesting Machine Company merged with other firms in 1902 to create what present-day farm supply company? Clayton, yes.
John Deere.
Incorrect. Morris? Go ahead.
Kubota?
Incorrect. The International Harvester. International Harvester. Which European colonial power had ruled Rwanda and Burundi under a League of Nations mandate and then under a United Nations trusteeship until 1962? Clayton, yes.
The British.
Incorrect. Morris? Go ahead.
The French.
Incorrect. Belgium. Belgium. Name the historic city located in Canada, which is the only walled city in North America. Clayton, yes.
Quebec City?
Quebec will work, yes. An advantage to you, Clayton. Name either the American or the British commander during each of the following battles of the American Revolution. Okay? Ready. Number 1, Yorktown.
George Washington. Cornwallis.
That'll work. Washington is the other one. Saratoga.
Washington.
Incorrect. Either Gates or Burgoyne. Princeton.
Gage.
Incorrect. Washington or Cornwallis again. Back to speed. What Jimi Hendrix song has the name of the official newspaper of the Jehovah's Witnesses in its title? Clayton, yes.
Purple Rain.
That would be Prince, but good answer. Morris, you get your chance. Go ahead.
Purple Haze.
Incorrect. The Watchtower is the name of the publication. The Watchtower. Shakespeare, George Bernard Shaw, Maxwell Anderson, and Jean Anouilh. To which of these 4 playwrights was Joan of Arc a villainess? Morris, yes.
Shakespeare.
Yes, it is Shakespeare, specifically Henry IV, Part 1. All right, advantage to you, Morris. You're to identify each of the following mountains named after famous people. Okay, number 1. The mountain in Alaska named after the 25th U.S. president.
McKinley.
Correct. The peak in Colorado named after a U.S. explorer and Army general.
Pike.
Correct. The mountain in Alaska named after the 1921 Nobel Prize winner in physics.
Planck.
Nope. Mount Einstein. Did you know that? Einstein gets his own mountain too. All right. Looking for a new advantage. Who commanded the left center of Union forces at Gettysburg when Pickett led his famous charge against that section? Morris, yes.
Grant.
Incorrect. Clayton? Time on that. Winfred Scott Hancock. In the song Easter Parade, what's the street on which the, quote, photographers will snap us and you'll find that you're in the rotogravure? Clayton, yes.
Bourbon Street.
Incorrect. Morris? Go ahead.
Main Street.
Incorrect. Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue. What literary character was eaten by a crocodile? Morris, yes.
Hook.
Captain Hook is correct. Advantage back to you. These three animals are not what their names suggest. Okay? Number 1, a horned toad is not a toad. What is it?
Lizard.
A lizard.
I'm sorry, which answer?
A lizard.
A lizard is correct. A guinea pig is not from Guinea, and it's not a pig. Tell me either where it's from or what it is.
It's
A rodent.
A rodent is correct. It is from South America also. A koala bear is not a bear. What is it?
It's a marsupial.
Marsupial.
Marsupial is correct. Back to speed. This creature is... Oh, you had to do that to me. All right, and that timer does end our advantage round. The score stands at this point. Morris Eagles with 55 points. The Clayton Bulldogs with 45 points. Still anybody's match. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
We face the day with purpose. We speak truthfully, if we need to speak at all. Promises are what we keep. Anger is what we don't. Whatever must be done, we do it. Until it's done. Until it's right. We show respect and work to earn it. We live this code. We are this code.
We are cowboys.
Are you a cowboy?
The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation is a proud sponsor of I Want Answers on RSU Public TV. Throughout his life, Gerald Westby worked hard to add to the quality of life through his legacy of support for the arts, arts education, and culture. The Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation continues this work.
Welcome back, everyone. All right, before we head into round 3, let's get reacquainted with the Clayton Bulldogs. Welcome back, Bulldogs. How you doing?
Pretty well.
All right, so please reintroduce yourself, your name, your grade, and what do you want to be when you grow up?
I'm Gage Clark. I'm a senior at Clayton High School, and when I grow up, I want to be an environmental engineer.
Environmental engineer, what will that entail?
Well, responsible with any kind of environmental law, pollution, and any kind of waterworks.
Awesome. Okay. Is there good money to be had for that?
It's decent, especially if you get in the EPA.
In the EPA?
Yeah.
That helps. Okay. All right. Hope it works out for you. Glad you're here. How are you?
Pretty well.
All right.
My name is Josiah McNeil. I'm a senior, and I'm wanting to be an ophthalmologist.
Ophthalmologist. All right. So you want to check out the eyes?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. Well,
Yeah.
what else are you going to do?
Well, it's retina surgery. Specifically.
Okay. Really get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fix the problems.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. All right. There's a lot of money for that. It's all about the money here on I Want Answers. Thanks for being here. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good.
I'm Tyler Brindley. I'm a senior, and I'd like to be a genetic engineer.
Genetic engineer. So you want to do all that modification and help make everything better, right?
Help cure genetic diseases.
Very nice. Very good. And so I hear you're the boyfriend. She's nodding her head. Please don't fight. Please don't fight. All right. Very good. I hope that works out for you. That sounds awesome. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm excellent.
Well, I'm Tyler Macon. I'm a junior, and I want to either be a musician also or go into music education.
Oh, good. A lot of my friends are music ed majors, and yeah, money.
Not a lot of money there.
Not a lot of money, but the music is good. It's
Yeah.
good for the soul, and there's a lot to pay for that. All right, very good. The Clayton Bulldogs. And now, round 3. The whirlwind round tests the team's ability to think on their feet. In this round, the trailing team gets to pick from one of 3 categories, and they get to choose whether they wish to answer the category's questions themselves or force the other team to answer them. The team will have 60 seconds to answer as many of the 10 questions in the category as possible, with each correct answer being worth 10 points. Then the other team gets their turn at one of 3 categories. Should the trailing team choose a category for the leading team will get to choose a category for the trailing team. Should any team correctly answer all 10 of their questions within a minute, then they will receive 10 bonus points. All right, everybody, it's round 3 of the whirlwind round. Clayton, you're trailing at this moment with 45 points. Your categories will be either 1945, inter, or car. Do you want to choose for yourselves or for Morris?
Go with inter or car.
What would,
Give them 1945.
what would enter? Like IN or EN? You want to enter?
Sure. We will choose enter for ourselves.
Enter for you guys. All right, hang on. The Latin word inter means between or among. Let's try some inter words now. Okay. Number 1, located on the inside.
Internal.
Internal.
Correct. A short piece coming between the major sections of an opera.
Intermission.
Intermission.
Incorrect. A light or farcical entertainment between the acts of a play.
Intermission.
Incorrect. To explain the meaning of or elucidate.
Interpret.
Correct. It means coming and going at intervals, such as a drizzle.
Intermittent.
Intermittent.
Correct. A feeling of curiosity or a claim or legal share of something.
Pass.
It's the formal consultation to evaluate the aptitude, training, or progress of a student or prospective employee.
Interview.
Correct. It literally means to break between, to stop the flow of.
Intermission.
Incorrect. To impede, tamper, be a hindrance, or obstacle to. Time on that. Interfere. Interfere on that one. All right. That was a good one, though. I like that category. All right, Morris, your chance to handle the whirlwind round. Your categories will be either 1945, car, or cliches. What would you like?
Cliches?
We'll take cliches.
Cliches. All right. Complete the following proverbial similes. Okay? Again, your minute will begin after I read the first one. Number 1, as pleased as.
What? Pie?
Incorrect. As proud as.
A peacock.
Correct. As cool as.
A cucumber.
Correct. As blind as.
A bat.
Correct. As right as.
Rain.
Correct. As dry as.
Bone.
Correct. Dust will work too. As fit as.
A fiddle.
Correct. As good as.
It gets.
Incorrect. As steady as.
A rock.
Correct. As ugly as.
Your mama.
Incorrect. That would be sin, and that's all 10 of them. All right, didn't quite get them all. No political statements here on I Want Answers. All right. Well, after the whirlwind round, we have the Morris Eagles with 125 points, the Clayton Bulldogs with 85 points. But let's go back to speed and let's finish up this semifinal round. Are you ready? Yeah. Are you ready, audience? I know I'm ready because I want answers. Back to speed. This creature is called ephemeron in Greek, la mariposa in Spanish. Morris, yes.
Butterfly.
Correct. Which of Tchaikovsky's symphonies opens with a loud brass fanfare motif that recurs many times, said to represent fates coming after him? Morris, yes.
The third.
Incorrect. Clayton, go ahead.
Overture of 1812.
Incorrect. Tchaikovsky's fourth. The marathon race had its origin in ancient Greece when a messenger ran 26 miles to deliver important news. He started in Marathon. What city was his destination? Morris, yes.
Athens.
Athens is correct. Don't get too excited. Which ASCII character indicates the end of a command in both Perl and C? Clayton, yes.
Dash.
Incorrect. Morris? Go ahead.
A period.
Incorrect. The semicolon. Semicolon. In chapter 11, Luke reports that Jesus taught what to the disciples after one of them asked him to? Morris, yes.
How to read.
Incorrect. Clayton? Go ahead.
How to love.
Incorrect. How to pray the Lord's Prayer. In which of the Earth's temperature zones are there 4 seasons? Clayton, yes.
Temperate zone.
Temperate zone is correct. Name the 2 river deltas where most of the 78 million people in Vietnam live, in one each in the Old North and South Vietnams. Morris, yes.
The Mekong.
And? Ask for 2.
Siam.
Incorrect. Clayton? Go ahead.
Mekong in the North River Delta.
Incorrect. The Mekong in the red, or the Hong Song. Oh, that timer does end our semifinal round. Morris Eagles with 145 points, the Clayton Bulldogs with 95 points. Morris, you'll be heading to the championship match. Congratulations and well played to both teams. Very good. Oh, we love it here on I Want Answers. Well, as always, we'd like to thank our teams for joining us. Of course, we'd like to thank you, audience, for joining us as well as we continue to explore the knowledge of our local Green Country High School academic teams. If you knew some of the answers, go thank a teacher. But if you know freedom, go thank a soldier. Until next time, this is your host, Jeff Gaffin, saying good night, everyone. Follow I Want Answers on Facebook and Instagram, and watch previous episodes anytime at rsu.tv. Make sure to join us next week for another exciting competition here on I Want Answers. I Want Answers is made possible by the Grand River Dam Authority, Rogers State University, the University of Oklahoma, Oklahoma State University, the Gerald H. Westby Jr. Foundation, and viewers like you.
The Grand River Dam Authority is Oklahoma's state-owned electric utility, fully funded by revenues from electric and water sales instead of taxes. GRDA electricity touches 75 of 77 counties in the state and serves as an economic development engine for all of Oklahoma. At no cost to taxpayers, GRDA also manages 70,000 surface acres of lakes, including Grand Lake, Lake Hudson, and the W.R. Hallway Reservoir. Annually, the efforts of Team GRDA facilitate over $450 million in economic activity in Oklahoma.